Hello, Aries. How is everybody doing? I feel like I'm doing an tarot marathon today. So, welcome, welcome. I'm doing your reading from the 30th to September 5th. Now, it is the 30th. And the reason why I feel like I'm doing a marathon is I wasn't able to do 6 readings before I went on a small needed refueling trip to the mountains. And so I am doing your readings on the 30th, which I think is actually very good for you guys because this energy is fresh. It is today. This is the most you're going to get on the day of what's going on. So let's get started right away. For those of you that are new, my name is Patti, and I hope you find that something resonates with you. It is a general reading. However, I'm highly intuitive, so that means that I get a lot of energies that come through, not necessarily just one. So if you start saying, well, this isn't for me, you might, if you hang tight, you might see that other energies are coming through and something may just resonate with you. All right, but it is a general reading. The other thing, too, is we're coming up to a new moon. So that means we're in the waning moon and things are actually at the place where you should be releasing a lot of this low vibrational, surrendering things that you don't need anymore, things that are no longer of use, trying to get rid of them. Sorry, just looking at Divine's card and seeing what he had to say there. But the thing is that this is a time to do that. Okay, so now you've got not only fresh energies coming through, you've got the new moon, not full moon, but the new moon coming through. So time to get rid of some of these no good energies that are sucking you dry of your energy. Okay, we just did Leos, and oh my gosh, that was a tough reading. I have to say, Leos, that was a very tough reading for a lot of. I don't know if it's a lot of you or some of you or one of you. However, it was a very tough reading, and if you're not sure, if you got Leo in you, might want to go look at that. All right, so let's get started. So for those of you that are new, I'm going to do the current energy, the future energy, but I have a special oracle. I do the divine's message to you. So the divine is energy. You may hear me call him. Some people call divine the universe, the sacred one, holy one. Depends on what your faith and belief is, what you call. I call him. I call him God. I call him, Holy Spirit. I call him. He has a lot of names, so you'll hear me use some of those. So your energy card. So if you're asking a question or there's struggle or challenge in your life that you're going through, this is his answer to you or his message to you, and so it may resonate with you. If it doesn't, then it's not meant for you. Okay, so feeling the world is the energy that he's releasing. This is also the number 4 about balance. This is the number 4 about things becoming stable. And it's also the number 4 is about setting boundaries, growing boundaries. So that is something else. So let's see what the author of this has. And so empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a border experience of being a part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've turned into. You might find it's not even yours. Remember, I talked to you about authentic you. Most of you guys who watch me, you hear me talk about the authentic you. That's it. So if you're feeling off or drained when, oh my gosh, Leos, I hope you're not watching. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energies. In such an instance, that connection is not good for you. No matter how what do you call that? Charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel, do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. This is totally Leo's. This is definitely, you guys, this is definitely the fire signs this time. Practicing saying no, avoid the temptations to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. Definitely really need to pay attention to yourself. There is something going on with you fire signs that really there's a lot of energy vampires going on this week. Definitely trying to pull your energy away, distract you, or temptations. So, really making sure that you're knowing of yourself, your authentic self is going to be really huge. If you meditate in prayer, even do it more so this week. Breathe more this week. This is just something that is attacking. I don't know what it is or why, but we don't want it to get a hold of you. We don't want the devil card to show up. So we have movement, which is your current energy for this week, from today forward through the week, through probably through the new moon. This is a movement forward. It is the number 10. So it is moving to something to a completion. This is moving something to finish. This is could be a person, could be place, thing. It could be something you have made, something you're, like a job of something of that nature. Also, too, you have your future energy is educating yourself, or it could be you could be educating someone to something. So maybe your new thing is being a tutor, maybe it's being a mentor, maybe it's showing somebody how to do something. It doesn't even mean a little bit. I mean, a lot could be a little bit. It's sort of like when you teach somebody how to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. But if you just give him a fish, you only feed him for a day. So this is sort of the thing that is going on. The thing that I like about this in numerology is that it is the number 8, which is meaning that is a progress, that it's going to continue. If you keep doing this, it's going to keep rewarding you. All right. So we have the 4, 10, and the 8. Definitely. Okay, so let's see what the reading definitely has for you this week. I love that the energies are fresh. The energies are right on point right now. And don't forget, if you've watched at all, or even to this point, don't forget to smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Even if you watch this and it's like, wow, this is a little interesting. It may not resonate with me, but I like it. Please hit the like button. And if you really like it, share it. But if you want to watch more or watch any of the uploads I have for spiritual growth, please hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you will be notified when I upload videos. I'm uploading new videos. I think I just did the one about words that are holding you back, can't, fail, and try. Those are low vibrational energies that you want to release from your vocabulary or try to eliminate them completely. Sometimes you can't because that low vibrational energy devil card keeps you sucked into those. But that's a video I'll post when I reload this. I'll post that so that you can see it. I just loaded it before I went camping. It took me almost a week to edit that thing. It was crazy. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords straight out. Somebody is, again, another low vibrational energy. We really have to really be mindful this week, guys, fire signs, to really be listening to yourself and really pay attention to what is going on with us, because we are part of a bigger picture. So, but it starts with us. But something is really setting somebody off to the point where they're losing sleep, they're frustrated, or they're scared. A lot of the times we get really fearful of things that are not even real. They're an illusion. They're something that we've made up in our mind. It is not truth. It's not absolute truth. It is truth to the human, but we've also trained our brain to think fear into something that really we shouldn't fear. A lot of people are afraid of spirits. It's like, okay, why? Because we can't see them, we can't touch them, we don't know. But for me, it's just like, okay, what do you want? What do really? Okay, fine. It's for me, it's not fearful, but we create our own fear a lot of the times, and that's what sort of holds us back with this movement forward. So if we release that fear, then we can actually move forward. And it might be just something that you need to educate yourself in the future about, is saying, why am I fearful of that? And facing that fear and educating yourself on how to get out of that fear. Okay, your next card out is the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. The star is in the center of your reading. I'm going to share with you what all these mean here. This is a good thing. This is a really good thing. It looks like things may be turning around towards the end of your week. We have the Fool, we have the Nine of Cups, and then we have your challenge card. And this again goes together with your first card. I look at the first card and I look at the last card because the challenge card to me is something that you're not doing, that is holding you back. That if you were to release it or let it go or um, face it, kind of a thing, or how do we put this? Believe that you, it's like when you don't believe you do something and people keep telling you you're doing it, and then you realize, oh, yeah, I do it. So really looking into yourself and believing. So it's like if you say, well, I'm not in denial about that, I'm not in denial about, and then you realize you're in denial about something. Okay, because the Five of Cups is somebody, this is your challenge because somebody's looking at the negative side of things, pessimistic side, low vibrational side. This is where you're looking at the cups that are all spilt over, and the lady's like, "Oh, come on, pay attention to what you have and what you can do and what you know." But the guy's too drunk off his butt to really pay attention to. He's stuck. He's stuck. So maybe this is a habit that somebody does over and over and over, and they're stuck. So your challenge is to get unstuck for this week. Okay, what is it you're stuck in that you want to get unstuck? Okay, so when we go back to the theme of the week, we go back to what the divine says to us to get unstuck is we see that we're not the only ones. A lot of the times when empaths come to me or people that have abilities and feel alone, they feel alone, but they're really not. They're part of another picture of other people that have the same abilities. You are a puzzle piece to a huge, humongous puzzle that we could never reach the ends to. So we could never, it's an infinite puzzle that will never finish, because even when we pass on, we're finished with what's going on here, but we still have more stuff to do. So I'm not sure if I'm making sense to anybody, but at the middle of your reading, you've got some beautiful things because you have the Ace of Pentacles, something for your future, definitely for your future. The Star, which is balance, and the Fool, which is fun and creativity, and a person that is just somebody around you that wants to show you that life doesn't have to be so serious all the time, that it can be playful and fun. And if you take it too seriously all the time, this is where that low vibrational energy comes in and starts to suck you in. Hello, Chandra. Welcome, welcome. So really, this is a challenge because when you're focusing in on the low vibration, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't focus. Your clarity is not there. You're not balanced. This card is your first card, and that's what we're going to try to eliminate today. All right. But there is an education process. You fire signs are in shadow work right now. Definitely Leo's firework. I'm Aries moon and rising. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And just knew though, what is the new moon in? I didn't even remember to look before I started doing the readings today. So definitely we're going to be working Aries shadow work, because in the middle of your reading is Star, balance, good things to turn around, things to happen. In the middle of the week, this is where things begin to happen. Your first week, Monday and Tuesdays are always suck though, right? Especially if you work, go to school, that kind of a thing. It's just a hard to get started, but this is different. This is a different energy. This is it's like energy, vampire energy, suck, 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 suck. Somebody's, trying to suck it. Somebody's trying to step over your boundaries. And that's the thing of the world. This Divine's card to you guys is that it is trying to get stable. It's trying to get really stable, but somebody is really not wanting, somebody's just fighting it. Six of Swords, you got to stand up, believe in what you want, believe in what you need, that kind of a thing. Okay, let me look at the numerology here for a second. So we've got we've got some fives here. We've got the Five of Cups, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. Instability about your work, instability, maybe somebody's income, instability about feeling alone, being left alone or abandoned, maybe instability about, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Somebody's like their house, you know, they have to move, kind of a thing. I don't want to say evicted, although that's low vibrational, and that is sort of what's been going on. But the thing is, we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the High Priestess, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So we've got something going on with somebody's definitely finance or living or home arrangement. There's definitely a fear. Okay. Definitely a fear of going on, of being alone, abandoned. Now, this could be your home. This is where the Six of Swords is coming in. Okay. I don't know who that is. Definitely, they're really afraid. I don't know if they're about ready to lose their home or their job. But the Ace of Pentacles is showing that there's something new around the corner. And with the Seven of Pentacles there, whatever's happening, this hard work, and the movement, your current energies of the oracle for the movement is moving in the right direction. So if you're fearful of something tumbling or falling apart, don't, because it has to in order for it to come into place. And that is the High Priestess that is helping do that. That is the divine showing you that, you know, you have to know that you're part of something bigger. Thank you. They're saying that this is a bigger picture than what you can see. I don't know what that means to you, but something's going on, and I got goosebumps for somebody. Something's going on that you cannot see, that you're wallowing in, that you really need to release, because something good is coming, because we have the Star. Then when we have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups represents that all the things that you're wishing for are actually working. It's working in the dark. You just can't see it, and it's coming to fruition. You got to be patient. Fire signs, this is a time to sit back and breathe. Just take 2 minutes to breathe for yourself. Really sit down somewhere quiet in a place, 5-10 minutes, like I was telling Leos. This is fire signs to sit and breathe, because somebody's panicking or they're worried. If you're overly worried, you're panicking, you're losing sleep over something, or something has been heavy on your mind, this is a time to sit in a place of quiet for 5 or 10 minutes and breathe and empty your mind into divine or the universe. Empty it, release it, and say, you take care of it for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to just chill here. Okay. And that is going to help your day a ton. I need to release this so I can go do this. It's like people who can compartmentalize. I can do that really well, because there's certain things I need to focus in on. You know, it was like when my brother was murdered, I had to compartmentalize, or I would have fell apart all over the place and not been able to go collect his remains and, you know, go to Florida and do what I needed to do. So you learn how to compartmentalize, but then you bring that back in and finish it when it's needed, you know, kind of a thing. Definitely communication. Something is definitely working. Something's coming fast towards somebody. Maybe that's what the fear is there, because something is moving too fast for your comfort. Something could be they're either traveling, or traveling is coming up too fast. Things are happening too fast. Let me tell you, being, you know, selling travel or travel agent in the daytime, things are changing so fast that you can't keep up. This is why people are going back to the old way of having travel agents, because of the fear that all this stuff that has been happening on these like Expedia and cheap tickets, they cannot help you. So people are going back to travel agents because there is a fear that everything is moving too fast and they can't keep up with the daily regulations. It's like, what happened now? What do I do now? Where do I go now? What do I have to do now? What shots do I need? What COVID do I need? What, you know, and this is the thing for somebody traveling, it could be that. But I think this message is for like traveling, not traveling, something coming in quickly, not slower than what you want it to. You want it to come in slower, but it's saying, no, I need it to happen now. Divine saying, you know, I got this thing stirring, because you have the number 5 there. You have some, you know, change coming up here. And that's what's fearing somebody, change. definitely fearing somebody. And that, you shouldn't fear change. Don't fear change. All right. Let's see what else Divine has going on here. I'm really excited about the Nine of Cups coming into your reading. I really am. I think that wish, it's called the wish card. I don't like wish. I call them blessings or rewards. Something that you've been waiting for. This is not something that you're like, oh, wow, so I'm going to fall in love. And, you know, I've been finally waiting and it's been finally coming in. That's not the Nine of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Cups is saying, yes, here it is. This is something you have asked for. This is something you've wanted. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's like a vacation. It comes and it goes. That's what the Nine of Cups is. It's about something that is coming. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to embrace it. You're going to have good memories of it. And then it's just going to sort of dissipate away because it is not meant to last. It's just meant to bring you some joy and happiness for the moment. So, but it is something that you've wanted. So that's what it's about on that one. All right. Let's see. Divine, what other messages do you have for Aries, please? Can we please have some positive light energy in these low vibrational times for fire, for the fire signs? Because, boy, they're being pounded. They're being pounded with these energy vampires. Wow. All about swords. What are swords? Absolute truth. What are swords? About absolute truth. We have the King of Swords. Okay. Again, we have the Six of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Coming to completion. Okay. So what this tells me a lot of is that, again, like Leo's and the fire signs, you're losing sleep. You're being negative. You're not thinking positive because you're definitely not thinking in your authentic you. You're being somebody else you're not. You know, you're being what people want you to be, and this is not you. Because the swords are all about authentic you and truth. Swords also, too, and this is why I say energy vampires, because if you look at the swords that are used in the in any of the tarot decks, they're double-edged swords. So what that means is it could mean that it's either walking in the truth, absolute truth, or they're walking in absolute fake lies, deception, and all that kind of stuff. Because the double-edged sword is all about truth or lies and the opposites. Positive, negative, shadow work, light work, you know, whatever you want to call it. But third card out is the Ten of Swords. So something that you're for somebody out there. Now remember, you know, when I do my tarot, there's a lot of energies that come through. It could be for the same person, it could be for somebody else. However, this energy of this six is because the Six of Swords showed up next to the Ten of Swords. Okay. And that shows me your second card out was the Six of Swords. So somebody is fighting something to complete. If you don't allow it to complete, or if you don't help it to complete yourself, the divine will complete it for you, and it's a lot more uncomfortable. Okay? Because your current energy is movement. Okay, you can make it happen, or divine will make it happen. And this is not a bad thing. This is actually a good thing, because you've got from your center of your reading, from the star, to bring balance in, you have the Fool, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Cups. All good things. This is a mindset thing. And it is also to help you learn something. Okay, I don't feel that like this is an energy that's coming to you. I feel like this is you yourself. So this is definitely learning something of the light to bring you to that next level of higher self, higher love, that kind of a thing. But again, we're in the waning moon. Something has to finish. Something has to be surrendered. Something has to be given up in order something new to come in. Okay. And you have a lot of newness energies. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Fool. You have the Nine of Cups. Okay, and then you also, what I like down here for clarification is the High Priestess. And she's in between the hard part working through it, and she's between the rewards, looking at the goodness, looking at the rewards that of the hard work that you've done, and it's coming, whether you like it, it's not. It's change is coming. So I don't know what that is for you. Change, if the more you fight change, the more it's going to be hard on you. The more that you say, okay, this is happening, and it's just basically out with the old and in with the new, because we're in a world reset, we're in a community reset, we're in a nation reset, we're in a personal reset. Okay, so the divine is trying to bring people back to him, but people are going to fight him all the time, and this is where the spiritual battle comes in, like I put in the videos down below. All right, so that's pretty much part of your reading there. Let me give you a little bit of love and at least something hopefully good in this. Definitely about your low vibrational energies here. Fires, Aries, don't feel bad. Leo and I'm about ready to do Sagittarius, and this is just your sign this week. And being right on the 30th and reading on the 30th, this is just the world trying to suck the energy out of you. And this is why it's really important to sit for 5-10 minutes and breathe in your day, every day. Before you get out of your car to go in the house, before you get out of your car to go into work or into school, just get off your phone, get off your iPads, get off of that stuff, and just take 5 minutes to breathe. Listen to yourself, empty your mind, say, I'm going to get rid of all this low vibrational energy. I'm not going to be negative. This is your challenge card. Negative. Stop being negative and looking at the positive side of things. And I'm just going to just lift myself up and just say, you know what? I'm going to walk in there with a good attitude. I'm going to feel good about it. I'm going to get my work done. I'm going to do what I need to do, but I'm going to do it with a smile on my face, because that's going to bring me up to a higher vibration. And then you go out and you go home and you do the same thing. I'm going to go in this house if it's stress, if it's lonely, if whatever it is. I'm going to go into this house. I'm going to go in with a high vibration, with relaxation and comfort and love, because that's what my life is supposed to be. All right. All right. So the resting tree for relationships. Definitely, again, this is a time for rest. This is a time for patience and stillness and breathing and listening to each other and sharing love between each other. Just love. Just, share love between each other. It's the number 4. It is definitely about balance. You see, 22 equals 4 in numerology. So definitely patience and stillness, kindness, compassion. Again, these are high vibrational energies for your partner. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this could actually mean something for you if you're friends. A lot of the times, well, you're doing love, but I don't have a relationship. You have friends and you love your friends. Love has so many different levels. If this is a relationship, when you're in a fight, somebody's in an argument, you need to just take a deep breath, chill, relax, and then this one fell first. Yeah, well, they both can actually happen. It's just a time to reset. This is definitely a time to reset and rethink and start lifting from higher vibrations rather than low, which means stop thinking negative, stop thinking doubtful, stop worrying, stop wondering, and stop, these low vibrational energies, and just let things happen, let things move in a positive manner, because this is the number 10. If something's going to end, let it end, because you definitely don't want the divine doing it. Just let it happen, because there is something. This is your future card to be learned in it. Okay, there is definitely something to be learned in it. And same with relationships. Nothing's set in stone. We all know that nothing is ever set in stone. We are the creators and master of our own future. And we also, too, have to have time rather to give than take. And that's in any relationship. If we give more in our relationships, we actually get more. A lot of people don't understand that concept. But if you take more, then you will actually end up having an empty relationship. So make sure that you're more of a giving, knowing that if you are a couple or unified, that you are two pieces of the puzzle that come together and that brings balance. When you start in a relationship, that you're a piece of the puzzle, you're a piece of the puzzle, I and me, and then you actually just function that way rather than being a we piece of the puzzle. You will actually grow better this way in this, or you could actually dissolve it, I and me, and being two pieces out here because they don't work together. Okay. And that is what divine is saying for all of us, that if we understand that instead of hating and being bitter and doing all this kind of stuff, that we are actually people that are supposed to be melding together because we're more alike than we're not, then we can actually get things done. That's why they say that if you pray in numbers, if you do things in numbers, if you love in numbers, I mean, I'm not talking about polygamy or anything like that. I'm talking about working together, then you will go much further, and the world shines. See the shine behind the world? Yeah. Anyway, so that's your reading. Make sure that you give more than you take. And just remember, if you're in the middle of a storm in your relationship, nothing's set in stone. Everything is always changing and moving. Okay. And whatever you're learning from in this storm, you need to take it away for yourself. When you start working and saying you in your conversations, then you're putting blame, and you need to be focused in on what part of this puzzle you are. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, where did I play in this, or what are my feelings in that? All right, so that's really, really huge, and I could go on and on and on about that, but we're already at 31 minutes. I cannot believe it. Chandra, if you're still on, thank you. Thank you so much for the comments. I like that very, very much. Please don't forget to smash the like button if you watched anything of this. It's really greatly appreciated. And I get few don't likes, and that's okay too. I mean, it just tells me where maybe people like and people don't like. But don't forget to share and subscribe, hit the bell. These readings today are actually on the mark for today through the week. And then for the future, don't forget there is a new moon reading coming up on the, well, I don't know what day I'm going to do it, but the new moon is on the 6th. So this is the waning moon, guys. Release. Get rid of these energy vampires this week. This is really huge. Get rid of the energy vampires that are draining you. You know, analyze who is draining you or what. Is it a job that's draining you? Is it, you know, you're doing too many things that's draining you? Release these things. This is the waning moon time to get that. Surrender them. It's like, how do I release them? How do you just say, you know what? Divine, you take care of them, or Holy Spirit, or universe, or whoever you talk to, release them to them and say, you take care of it, because I'm so sick and tired of not being able to get a good night's sleep. This is your first card out, and you're so stressed out and you're so worried that you can't get it done. And that's where you're going to have to really release those energy vampires. All right. Have a great, great week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified. I do have a new video up. I haven't put that down below, but subscribe, hit it. It's called words, low vibrational words you need to release or eliminate, can't, fail, and try. Those are words that we do want to eliminate from our vocabulary for many reasons. Watch that video. And then I have another video coming up. I just took 4 days off to go camping and just refuel. So definitely, hopefully you guys have a great, great week. We will see you again on the 6th. And thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care.